Hello my dear students, welcome back to English class. So today we are going to see a lesson. I hope you love the stories, am I right? So today I am going to tell you a story. You should listen carefully. Why? Because you have to tell me the moral of the story. Are you all ready to listen a story? I am ready to tell you a story. Right. The story name is A Cure for the King. So it's about the king cure. So let me see. Okay, let me tell you something before starting the lesson. We just see this, unjumble these words and write the names of different systems of medicines. So if you unjumble these letters, so first one you could get it allopathy medicine. Next one Unani. Next homeopathy. Next Siddha. Next Ayurveda. So these are all systems of medicines. So why we are looking this? As I told you, the story name is something about the king cure, right? So that's why we have learned before starting the story systems of medicines, different systems of medicines we have learned. Allopathy, Nani, Homeopathy, Siddha, Ayurveda. So next, once upon a time there lived a king who thought he was very sick. So once upon a time there lived a king, so he thought that he was sick, he was not feeling well. Even the best doctors could not find anything wrong with him, so they could not cure him. See that all the best doctors checked the king, but they could not find what's wrong with the king. They could not find what is the pain in his body. So they could not cure him. There is something wrong with him, they said, but all the doctors told something wrong with him. Something wrong with him or nothing wrong with him? There is nothing wrong with him. அவர்கிட்ட ஒண்ணுமே பிரச்சனை இல்லை. It's all in his head. It's all in his head means he is thinking something that he just keeps thinking that he is sick. The king only thought that he is sick. He is sick. Yet the king lay in bed all day long, moaning and groaning. So all the day he just lay in the bed and think that he is sick. Always he is moaning and groaning. So what is moaning and groaning? Making low and deep sounds of pain. See, when we feel some pain in our body, we just, oh my god, it's paining, like that we just moaning and groaning, right? We just make sounds when we have a pain in our body in a low sound, no? That is called the moaning and groaning. I will reward anyone who cures me with a bag full of gold coins. So the king was moaning and groaning, I told no. So what he says, low sound la enna solrana, I will reward, I will give something, that is a bag full of gold coins. Who cures me? Who cures me? The word spread throughout the kingdom. So என்னாச்சு அவர் சொன்னது அவருடைய kingdom ஃபுல்லாக பரவிடுச்சு. A young man heard about the reward. So who heard about this reward? A young man. And the king's strange disease. So he just heard about the reward, a bag full of coins, gold coins, and also about his disease. He bought a jar of sweet red juice. So after he heard this news, he just bought simply a jar of sweet red juice, okay. Then he went to the palace and asked to see the king. Then with the jar of sweet red juice, he went to the palace and told to the people, and told to the person, I want to meet the king. I want to meet the king. So that minister said, the king is ill. The king is ill. You cannot see him, said the minister. So minister said, the king is not feeling well. You cannot see. You cannot see the king. Then the stranger, the young man, okay, I have brought a cure for the king's illness. So I brought something for the king's illness. For the king's illness. அவருடைய உடம்பை குணப்படுத்துறதுக்கு நான் ஒன்று கொண்டு வந்திருக்கேன்னு சொல்கிறான். The minister looked at the man doubtfully and took him into the king's room. But minister has a doubt on him. Is he going to cure the king's disease? Many doctors came to cure the king, but nobody couldn't. But this silly boy will do that. Okay, it's okay. The minister took him to the king's room. The stranger bowed to the king. Bowed, you know what is bow down? See, ராஜாவை பார்த்தா தலை குனிஞ்சு வணங்குவாங்க இல்லையா, that is the bow to the king, and said, I hear about your illness, your majesty. I have a rare red medicine which will cure you very quickly. So that young man, the stranger, told, I brought a rare red medicine which will cure you very quickly. If you drink this red juice, it will cure. If you drink this red medicine, that juice, you will cure very quickly. That stranger told. Okay, so he met the king, no? So with the red juice, could you see that juice? Yes. So now this gonna cure the king's disease. Okay. The stranger bowed to the king and said, I heard about your illness, your majesty. I have a rare red medicine which will cure you very quickly. How can one medicine cure me? So he said, I brought a red medicine that will cure you very quickly. Then the king asked, how can one medicine cure me? Only one medicine cure me. How? It's possible. Who looked perfectly healthy. See, you know, when the king asked the man, how can one medicine cure me? The king looked like he is perfectly healthy. But the king said, I have 100 ailments. I have 100 ailments. What is meant by ailments? It means minor illness. Chinna உடம்பு சரியில்லை, சின்ன problem, not big thing. It's a small thing. Small problem in his body. That's what he said. I have 100 ailments. How this one medicine cure my pain? He asked to that stranger. This medicine cures every illness. So the stranger told, you don't think that this red medicine is not valuable. This is very valuable. It cures every illness. எந்த உடம்பு சரியில்லைனாலும் இந்த ரெட் ஜூஸ் வந்து குணப்படுத்திடும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஸ்ட்ரேஞ்சர் சொல்கிறார். But don't think of an elephant while you take it. If you do, you must not take it that day, said the man. So the man said to the king, you can take this medicine. While drinking this medicine, you should not think about an elephant. If you think that elephant, then you should not drink the medicine in that day. The next morning, the king was about to take his medicine. So next morning, the king just idea to take his red medicine. He thought to himself, I must not think of an elephant. So before he just start to drink the medicine, he just think himself that, I should not think about elephant. The king is thinking that I should not think about an elephant. At once the image of an elephant flashed through his mind. He could not think of anything else. So he thought, I should not think about elephant. But what happens when he tries to drink medicine? The elephant picture comes in his mind. So he could not think of anything else. He didn't think about anything, pain, nothing he didn't think about. He just think only elephant comes in his mind. The more he tried not to think of elephants, the more he thought about them. He tried oh, I should not think about elephant, but he is always thinking about the elephant, right? So he tried not to think of elephants, the more he thought about them. Images of charging rough elephants and little baby elephants following their mothers crowded his mind. So what the image comes in king's mind? That baby elephants and baby elephants following their mothers crowded his mind. பேபியும் அதாவது அம்மா எலஃபண்ட் ஓடுது, பின்னாடி பேபி எலஃபண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் அது கூட சேர்ந்து க்ரௌடாக வர மாதிரி அவருக்கு வந்து ஒரு இமேஜஸ் வந்துகிட்டே இருக்குது. ஸோ வாட் இஸ் மீன் பை சார்ஜிங் ரஃப்? ஸோ சார்ஜிங் மீன்ஸ் அட்டாக்கிங். சார்ஜிங் மீன்ஸ் அட்டாக்கிங். Rough means wild and dangerous animals. Wild and dangerous animal. So here that is elephant only they are telling, okay, image of charging rough. So it's like attacking him, it's like attacking the king. So he could not take the red medicine that day. So that man told, if you want to drink the medicine, you should not think about an elephant. So whenever the king tried to drink the red medicine, he always, the elephant images comes in his mind. So he didn't take the red medicine. Strangely, this happened every day. So every day he is trying to drink the red medicine, but every day the elephant images comes in his mind. Every time he picked up the jar of medicine, he thought of elephants. Oh my God. A month later, the young man returned to the palace. So the young man, after a month later, so he just met the king in the palace. Your Majesty, the rare red medicine helped you? He asked the king. So the stranger, the young man, asked to the king, does the red medicine help you? Does it cure you? He asked to the king. Then the king said, I could not take it. I couldn't take it, said the king. I didn't drink. He said, I couldn't take it. I could think of nothing but elephants. What he says, I didn't think about anything except elephant. He is always thinking only about the elephants, right? But what about your aches and pains? Asked the man. So next question the man asked, so you are always thinking about only the elephants. Then tell me, my dear king, what about, don't you think about your pain, aches? Aches means pain only, okay? Don't you think about your pain? Then the king said, aches, pains, why? I haven't even thought of them, exclaimed the king. I was too busy trying not to think of elephants. So the king is saying, pain, I didn't even think of that. நான் அதை பற்றி யோசிக்கவே இல்லை. The king was very busy that he should not think about the elephants. அவர் எதில் ரொம்ப பிஸியாக இருந்தாராம்? எலஃபண்ட்டை பற்றி யோசிக்கக்கூடாதுன்றதில் ரொம்ப பிஸியாக இருந்தாராம். அதனால் அவர் பெயினை பற்றி யோசிக்கவே இல்லையா. See, this is the image he gets always in his mind. The mother elephant and the babies, so always it just attacking him. So like that. Okay, this is the image he gets in his mind always, so that he couldn't take the red medicine. When the young man asked to the king, he said, every day I tried to drink medicine, but I thought of the elephant, so I couldn't take red medicine. Then the man asked to him, I mean the king, then don't you feel about and don't you think about your pain? Pain, I never think of the pain. I always think I should not think about the elephant. This is what in my mind, this is what running, this is what I am busy with that, he said. So next, this proves, the man said, this proves that you never had any illness, my lord. If you were in real pain, not even elephants could keep you from feeling ill. The man said with a smile, you are cured, my lord. See, he told, this proves that you don't have pain in your body, my dear lord. If you really have a pain in your body, then how that elephant make you to cure from your pain? Tell me. See, if you don't think about the elephants, so what will cure you? Nothing will cure, right? So if you were in real pain, not even elephants could keep you from feeling ill. So I am, said the king with a laugh. சிரிச்சுக்கிட்டே சொன்னாராம். He gave the man a bag full of gold coins. From then on, the king did not waste his time lying in bed imagining he was ill when he was not. ஸோ என்னாச்சு, நீங்கள் உண்மையிலே குணமாயிட்டீங்க, உங்களுக்கு ஒன்றுமே இல்லை, உங்களுக்கு உண்மையிலே பெயின் இருந்துச்சுன்னா எப்படி அந்த எலஃபண்ட் வந்து உங்களை பெயின்லேருந்து தள்ளி, ஐ மீன் பெயினை பற்றி யோசிக்காமல் இருக்க வைக்கும்? ஸோ நீங்கள் உண்மையிலே உங்களுக்கு உடம்பெல்லாம் நல்லா தான் இருக்குது அப்படின்னு சொன்னாராம். ஸோ த கிங் ஆல்சோ அக்செப்டட் ஹிஸ் பாயிண்ட் அண்ட் ஹி ஸ்மைல்ட் அண்ட் கேவ் த மேன் அ பேக் ஃபுல் ஆஃப் கோல்டு காயின்ஸ். And hereafter the king will never waste his time lying in bed and imagining that he is sick. ஸோ இனிமேல் அவர் சிக்குன்னு பெட்டில் படுத்துட்டு இமேஜின் பண்ணிக்க மாட்டார். ஸோ அவருக்கு என்ன பிரச்சனை? அவருடைய இமேஜினேஷன். அவராக நினச்சிக்கிட்டார் நமக்கு உடம்பு சரியில்லைன்னு. ஸோ அப்படி இருக்க மாட்டார் அப்படின்னு. ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ ஹோப் யூ ஆல் லிசன் த ஸ்டோரி வெரி கேர்ஃபுல்லி. So just you have to tell me what is the moral of the story. Your homework is you have to read the lesson, okay, and tell me what is the moral of the story. Okay, for the moral of the story you just record your voice and send to me. Okay, lesson just read yourself, don't record it, but for the moral you record your voice and tell to me. Okay, thank you.